Which I'm gonna show you guys what car I would pick for a road trip and why. Look at it, it's a simple car, but I have like 5 to 10 reasons why I picked this car. So let's get into a big reason why I picked this car, and it starts with the trunk space that this car has. This car, the trunk goes all the way back to the seat, and I think you could drop the seat if you need more trunk space. So the trunk is a fantastic size for a road trip. Right now we have all my friends' clothes, all the clothes that we traveled with in this, and it fits perfectly fine, and we have a lot more space. Another reason why we picked this car is because of the gas mileage. This car got 400 miles on a full tank, which cost us roughly $21. So that's great. For $21 brought us like almost all the way to Buffalo. $21. I know everyone loves leather seats, but for a road trip, I would prefer cloth seats because they're much more comfy. They bend with your body, and it's like, it's just better to have cloth seats on a road trip than it is to have leather seats. How do you like the seats?
I didn't even sleep the whole time. It was so comfortable. I was talking.
Thank you. And how's the leg room in this?
You know what? I could fit a whole human down there.
I know. It's phenomenal. Space for storage with like cup holders and stuff. It's a no-brainer. Visibility in this car is amazing. It has like, this is a pretty big windshield. Then you have these little gaps to see here. Windows are pretty good. These are not too big, and then you have your back. And this is almost seamless. So this is pretty good with what you're getting from this. So that's good. But if you're looking to go fast, this is definitely not the car. This car goes from 0 to 60 in probably like 12 seconds. Even if I launch it, do whatever, turn off traction control, it doesn't matter. This car goes from 0 to 60 in probably like 10, 12 seconds. Bluetooth works just fine. The maps are pretty good. The climate controls pretty good, so can't complain about that. Simple shifter. The car is a very simple car. And it's very small, so it fits in a lot of places. And as you can see there, we got this car with about 28,000 miles, 27,000 miles. And we're at 3.5, and we only filled it up, 3.2. And we only filled it up like once. So that's always great. And we have some gas left over, so I can't complain about that. Meanwhile, we're at it. Let's go to the back seats. I'm sorry, cookies fell on the back seat yesterday. I don't know why, but cookies fell. But it's pretty roomy back here for a car of this size. Because I had somebody behind me. My seats are usually not like this. I was laying last night. But I had somebody behind me that was at least 6 foot sitting behind me in a Toyota Corolla. Come on. It doesn't get any better than that. You can fit 2 full-size humans back here. You can fit somebody in the middle too. That's why I suggest this car for a road trip, because it doesn't get any better than that. And with these headlights, going to the middle of nowhere was no problem. The regular ones are good, and the high beams are fantastic. You can see for like a good distance. Love it. So we're into the trip about an hour. We grabbed some food and stuff, and this car actually has good, like, sizable cup holders that you can actually hold any drinks. If you have cans, it holds cans pretty good. It holds like regular drinks pretty good. And yeah, we're just cruising here. We have on lane departure assist and we have it in cruise control, so we're basically just cruising right now. And so one thing you always want to look for in a road trip car is that your car is like not really noticeable. Like you don't want a color that's noticeable, so this car is black with a black interior, and that's what you always want to look for. You want to look for a black, gray, something that blends in. So when anything happens, like as a cop, if you're like in a line, you don't have a red car, because if you have a red car, you're gonna get caught. They're gonna pull over the red car out of all the lane. So the M3 is definitely not the car you want to take on a road trip. What else? Yeah, so we're into the trip for a little bit. We put $21.04 of gas in, and we have like 350 miles with that gas. So that's definitely something to plus. The ride is pretty smooth. You really can't complain about it. Right now it's light out, the roads are clear, so there's really nothing to complain about right now. The car is fantastic. Everything is going good right now, so thank you. Alright, so guys, when you have a road trip car, one thing you always want to pay attention is how you're going to get fatigued. If you're in a sports car, more than likely you're going to get fatigued. Your sports cars are really not for, I'll say, long periods of like staying inside of it, so it's not really comfortable after a while. We're like an hour into this trip, and like, yo, I don't feel nothing in these seats. These seats are like perfect for road trips, and we have a lot of space down here, so it's like a lot of moving around can happen with your legs. You're not stuck in one position for a long time. With a sports car, you're always stuck in a lot of positions for in a certain position for a long time. So like this Corolla, it has like a lot of space for its size and all that, so that's always cool to have. You always have to pay attention to fatigue. And fatigue, we're not getting in this Corolla. Alright guys, we're about halfway through the journey of heading back to the city from Buffalo. Nothing major. Car's holding up just it's fine. We put $20 in. Could have brought us to the city, but we were just at a gas station. We just fueled up, you know. As of right now, it's dark as shit. Put the camera in front of us. Literally, if I turn my lights off, my car disappears. So yeah, that's it. The Corolla's holding up good, no problems at all. Cheap on gas, that's what you need. The adaptive cruise is pretty good. The lane keep assist is pretty good. No fatigue, no nothing. I'll let you guys know when I'm like finished with the trip and tell you guys how I feel about it. Alright guys, and just like that, we are back in the M3. I really missed her. I missed my power, but this is not about her right now, alright? Even though, as much as I love her. Yeah, but that's why I would always pick 10 out of 10. I would always pick a Toyota Corolla, especially for the price that you could get it at. They're relatively cheap to rent. So the cars are very, very, very reliable. Toyota Corollas are probably one of the most reliable cars on earth. one of my friends actually have a 1999 one. He says run perfectly fine. Then again, it's fantastic on gas. Coming from Buffalo, we actually filled up twice coming from Buffalo because we were empty in Buffalo, so we stopped to fill up, and then we stopped to fill up around a little bit above New York City. So it was pretty good. And the car have a lot of space. The trunk was humongous. It fit all my friends' clothes. So it fit all my friends' clothes, all the clothes that we brought, and a little bit more. I don't know what else. If it all sneakers, everything. And if it, I think that was like a 32 to 40 inch TV. So it was all that inside the car, and we still had a lot of space to play with. So definitely, that's a big thing you look for a road trip. And if we had 2 more people, they would fit comfortably in the car too, because it does have a lot of space for what it is. So definitely good on the space. The car is comfortable. I'd rather the cloth seats and not the leather seats, because personally, I like, for comfort, I like cloth seats more. For looks, I like leather seats more. All right. So the car is comfortable. A lot of space, as I said. Can't emphasize that enough. I was surprised by how much space this Corolla had. The infotainment system was pretty good. No problems with that. Bluetooth connected every time you got in the car. And last but not least, the car blends in, like, get lost in the middle of the day. Black, we had no front plates. Well, that was legal to have no front plate. So black, we had no front plates. So basically, the car just got lost in the middle of the day. Highways, I never knew how much space was an issue until I started recording videos. But yeah, so the car literally got lost in right a day. And with that said, so those are my reasons for picking the Toyota Corolla. You guys can see a lot of videos of what I did with it. We had a lot of fun. And this video will not be posted until tomorrow, because tomorrow we have an update on the M3. We have 2 fixes so far, and I am gonna see if we could do more within. I'm trying to like knock out a lot of them before April, so stay tuned. I'm gonna try to knock out as much as I can before April, and stay tuned for that. We'll update you tomorrow. So guys, 2 updates on the M3. One is I got the windshield fixed, as I promised you guys. So now we got no crack. Now we're set, and this one actually dims by itself, so it's not like beaming sun. And I kind of had to take the plate off the windshield, so get to that. So next thing we're gonna change is here. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Big